The Golden Mountain and Other Stories, retold by Shane J. Alliew, narrated by Ranjan Kamath.
The Golden Mountain and Other Stories. The Golden Mountain. A long time ago there lived a rich young lad who spent money lavishly. The day soon came when he had spent it all and had no money to buy food or drink. He was forced to look for work, and he set out hoping somebody would hire him. He went to the marketplace where young men looking for work gathered. He was waiting with the others when a rich, proud merchant came along in a beautiful carriage. The moment they saw the carriage approaching, the other workers ran away. The young lad was left standing there alone. "Are you looking for work?" asked the merchant. "Yes, sir," answered the lad. "What do you expect in return?" inquired the merchant. 100 rubles a day," said the lad. "That is quite a lot," bargained the merchant. "If it is too much, then you may look for someone else," replied the youth. "All right then," agreed the merchant, and asked the lad to come to the harbor the next day. The young lad arrived at the harbor early next day, where the rich merchant was already waiting. They boarded a ship, and after many days spotted an island. They could see high mountains in the distance, and near the shore something seemed to be in flames. "The mountain seems to be on fire," said the lad. "No, it is my golden palace," replied the merchant. When they came ashore, the rich merchant's wife and young daughter came to welcome them. The young lad was stunned by the young girl's beauty. They then went to the merchant's palace. They sat around an oak table and ate and drank and were merry. Now the young lad was a fine, brave fellow. He looked very handsome and stately, and the merchant's lovely daughter fell in love with him. During the meal, she left the room and signaled him to follow her. She then gave him a touchstone and a flint. "Take it," she said. "Use it when you need it." Early next morning, the merchant and the young lad went to the Golden Mountain. The young lad at once realized that there was no way one could climb or even crawl up. The merchant stopped at the foot of the mountain and offered the young lad a drink. Little did the lad know that the drink contained a sleeping potion. He took a few sips and fell asleep immediately. The rich merchant then took out a sharp knife and killed his horse. He cut it open, stuffed the lad and his shovel inside, and sewed the horse's skin together. He then hid behind the bushes and waited. Crows with iron beaks soon flocked around the dead horse. They took hold of it and lifted it up to the top of the high mountain and began to peck at it. The crows devoured the horse and were about to attack the lad when he awoke. He shooed away the crows, looked around, and found himself on top of the mountain. He called out to the merchant below, "What am I doing here?" The rich merchant answered, "You are on the Golden Mountain. Shake the shovel and dig for gold. Throw the gold down, and when the time comes to go home, I shall tell you how to come down." The young lad dug and threw down all the gold. The rich merchant loaded his carts with it. "Enough!" shouted the merchant finally. "How shall I get down?" asked the young lad. "The best way you can," replied the greedy merchant. 99 lads before you went up the mountain and never returned. With you, the count will become 100. Saying this, the proud rich merchant was off. The lad now began to wonder what he would do next. In a little while it would become dark, and the black crows with iron beaks would tear him to pieces. Suddenly he remembered the gift from the merchant's daughter.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?